Hi, you all. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading. So let's get into it. All right, so let's see what's going on with the collective. I do have a clothing line, so be sure to go check the description box below. Check my Instagram and my Facebook. Okay, I just put up some posts today and on my Facebook, so be sure to go check that out. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the collective. Okay, we have money path here. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay, over our energy, we do have bull. Interesting. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So over our energy. Okay, first off, you could be meeting somebody new at this job. Okay, you know what I'm getting to? I'm getting like somebody's a very aggressive, somebody's a bully. You could be dealing with a Taurus here, or something about your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend could be significant here. It feels like resentment, like a past person that has resentment towards you. That's what it feels like. And this is pent up aggression. It's old energy. It's just been bottled up here. So it could be a past person here. This person could be a Taurus, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, Aries. Okay, Capricorn and Taurus could be significant. All right, let's see. We have belief. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. Okay. Let's see. All right, so I feel like your person is trying to figure things out. Maybe your person is trying to find ways to get money for you, money for themselves here. I do feel like a bit of a show off energy and, just trying to dress to impress, simply impress here. But there is some karmic energy, some blockages. Their belief system is not what the problem is. The problem is an energy resisting this energy, okay? Because your person is fairly, like, I would say, comfortable with their thoughts and changing their thought patterns, belief systems. They're a bit comfortable, but yeah, we have peace here. Yeah, they're okay. Let's just get some more information about this. Over energy, we have messages in a bottle, and we have all that glitter. So instead of one karmic, this could be two karmic. Something about gold, the color gold could be significant, but I feel like this gold is attached to somebody being a gold digger. Okay, gold digger, very materialistic. It could be a Capricorn too, because Capricorns usually have a hint of it, depending on how much they're in tune with themselves. Okay, message in a bottle. We have a bottle, a telephone in a bottle. I'm here, a teleprompt. I feel like your person's curious. They're watching something. They're watching an energy, not being aware that from your person's perspective, you look like there's something there. For somebody who's trying to be invisible, it's giving like, I see you and you don't know that you're moving, and I'm recognizing that you're moving. You're not blending in with space. I see you. Okay, it's giving that kind of energy. And I feel like your person's receiving messages that we are not on the same page. We are not on the same page. I'm flexible. You're not flexible. They're definitely trying to tell this person to go away. All right, move. Get out of my fucking way. All that glitters is not gold, right? All that glitters, and we have co-create. So this is an energy that's coming towards your person and you, okay, where these two karmics want to keep co-creating and being happy, having their own little cubicle. This is like the new hire at the job, okay? I feel like your person's like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm very, I would say you and your person are very traditional. You guys are all about the system, the team, or a system, okay? Something's like systematic. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Judgment here. So your person is keeping their thoughts to themselves here. They're findings to themselves here. Because this is not a team player. They're noticing that this person and or an energy is not a team player. The path of money path is at peace, but the energies and the people, places, and things on it is not it. Your person could also have a little bit of money. This is your confirmation too as well. With the Knight of Cups here, this person may have an odor, because I saw Knight and I saw odor. So this person may have an odor. So if you have an odor, if you have an odor, or this person has an odor, it's because of this energy. Because the path ain't safe. It's not safe. I'm hearing safe on sight too as well. Knight of Cups energy, Five of Pentacles. Your person doesn't have a lot of money. Your person has like maybe $5,000, $4,000, that's it, or $50 or $40, that's it. Like, that's their bracket. Okay, I'm really getting something with the universe too. Like, there's something in the universe that's moving invisibly. Okay, you can tell by the density of gravity, right? Like, gravity has its own density, but there's something invisible. This is kind of reminding me of the book I was reading. I was reading Wonder Woman, and she said, I move in my invisible jet to protect Paradise Island. Okay, so there's something invisible moving, like two black holes circling each other, and you can tell like there's like a repelling sense. Seen that video where it looks like it's repelling? So your person's keeping things to themselves here, keeping their thoughts, their findings to themselves. If you feel like this is happening and your person's doing this with you here, you have to be very intuitive. You have to pick up on the vibration and frequency, gravitational pulls, what it sounds like, what it looks like, because they probably mean no harm to you. They're just like, I can tell something's invisible. You just have to be quiet right now until this person becomes a lot more present or make themselves relevant, is what I'm getting. So if you don't find it and you want to make a problem, okay, if you don't find it or you're not doing what they're doing here, this person's going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to keep some things to myself. I'm going to keep what I said I was safe to me to myself. And if you want to make yourself a certain way, then that's on you. But I'm staying true to the course. I'm staying true to the path here. Okay, we have the Six of Wands energy. So other people are you know, doing the same thing that your person's doing, okay, in this connection. This is a karmic. This is your karmic here. Your person's at peace. Just to, you know, make myself clear, make it clear. Other people are agreeing with this person. Other individuals see it, but it's coming in as signs and synchronicities for these other people here. Okay, and with you here, it's with your person here, it's coming off as like, a belief system, like a way, like it's we passed a fact, passed a confirmation. We know that it quacks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, therefore it is a duck. That's why I'm keeping things to myself. Over energy, we have the Justice card here. So everybody views this whole situation with this energy as fair, what they're doing. Okay, if I have to, you know, do what I got to do and protect myself, protect my country, protect my planet, then I'm going to do what I got to do. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords here. This is the truth. This is what y'all need to be aware of. Your person knows that there's a karmic energy or a karmic person around. There's a karmic energy and it's invisible. And someone's changing their belief system where they have a certain way of thinking. And people and your person is definitely at the top of the, you know, they're in the front and they're like, yeah, I don't know, something shady about you. I'm at peace. You're not at peace. And you saying you're at peace. Also, you're at peace, but you have a lot more money than me for some of you. Okay, like somebody who's at peace would be living in a vibration and or frequency where they don't have much or it's just enough. You're not in a vibration of gratitude. Tell me more about this energy that we're tapping into. Yeah, the Ace of Swords over energy is the Five of Swords here. This is somebody that's been playing mind games. I've been doing a lot of chess moves and stuff like that. Okay, right now, this person can't do nothing with you because they have no money. They have no money. I do see that this person has the clout. This person doesn't have any value, no concept right now. This person doesn't have no ideas. They just have, like, they're going to work out a random job. So this karmic. We have divine sisterhood. So this could be somebody's sister or a family member. A family member that's in this feminine energy here. This could be somebody's sister here. Yeah, twins. A Gemini here. This is somebody that is really close to them. Like, you would say that I practically raise you. This could be like the first sister. Okay, if it's not the first sister, I'm feeling like this is like a childhood friend. This could be your daughter, your son. You know, I'm getting this person's very, you know who this is? This is an aunt. This is an aunt energy. Somebody's aunt. Somebody's aunt is moving very quietly, or they're very invisible, and your person's like, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no. This sounds like an aunt. Because Wonder Woman, she do look like an aunt. Okay. Okay, so we have divine sisterhood. This is somebody's sister. So 2 sisters. And them being an auntie is significant here. This could be as simply as like, okay, you had a child and I didn't. Or something about like your child. Something feels like, you know, your childhood was very romantic and youthful and privileged, and there was lots of love and nurturing. Okay, kind of like aliens coming to this country, coming to this world here. Your planet is so vibrant and bright. My planet is so dark. You know what I'm saying? It's no food, it's no water, it's technology, it's metal, you know, stuff like that. It's just gravity. It's just, you know, atoms. You know what I'm saying? Sisterhood, letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationship, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. Okay? There are many souls with wisdom. You have spiritual contracts depending upon before you were born, who wish to help you and whom you can help too, as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. Yeah, this is definitely giving me an aunt vibe here, like someone who is supporting you, helping you. Some of you guys, it could have manifested between you and your person, like it could have manifested between you and your person as like somebody trying to hold you back. And then, you know, for others of you guys, this is as simple as like, I'm not trying to hold you back. I'm trying to support you as much as possible. But that's where the invisible energy comes in. It's like something's off. Like, I feel like I should, there's things that's like unexplained. Excuse me. There's things that's like unexplainable, or you just feel a certain way. You like, you know, when you get mad out of nowhere because somebody popping shit about you, you just know somebody talking to you and stuff like this. This is invisible energy. Somebody's doing invisible work. I've never heard that. So, I mean, like, that shit doesn't exist here, but this is definitely invisible. And your person doesn't trust this energy. They don't trust them. They don't trust them. With the money, with the path, with the opportunities, their belief system. They don't trust their peace. And other people agree with this person, with this karmic as well. If your person is talking about you, I don't feel like this person is talking about you because they're looking at you like, are you going to hold the 4 Pentacles? Are you going to hold back too? Because if you're not going to hold back, then, you know, that's on you. But I mean, I'm going to hold back because you don't see that shit is moving. It's moving like strategic. And we in the system, or we've been doing studies and shit is just random. But that's the only one that is so specific. No, I'm going to keep my cards to myself. Okay, let me see what this person is doing with you. We have chaos and conflict here. You may be in a chaotic situation. It sounds like this person doesn't really have time to be doing what you want with them. Okay. Well, the thing is, you may be feeling some type of way because you're like, I don't understand why this person is in these mindsets here when everybody else, or when other people are, you know, are not in that mindset. Like, they would go get married, have children, move, go travel and everything. Your person's like, nope, nope, nope. But I mean, you have to understand that the reason why maybe somebody could be acting like that is because of your vibration. You're not making this person feel like everything's going to be okay, especially because this person's in the 5 of Pentacles energy. And you may have your belief systems, and your belief system is like, you know, like everything is not going to be okay. Okay, so, I mean, that's something obvious, but it's like, if you want happiness, then you have to attract that energy. You have to be that. And your person, Like your person's working, making judgment calls all the damn time. Okay. Let's see what your person is. Where's your person's energy with you? What are they doing with the collective? That's a lot. We have flexible, so we know that's cis lesson. Fork in the road. And we have orphaned. They don't know if they should, they don't know if they should be they don't know if they should take things to the next level with you because of this situation. Okay, so like I said, you don't make this person feel comfortable, this person's not going to move accordingly. Okay, but this person right now is feeling very alone. The Tower card here wants to come out. This person's feeling very alone. They could be a Scorpio, okay, or two sisters or two brothers or two people that are very close that were childhood friends are fighting. Okay, and they're feeling very alone. Yeah, 3 of Swords here. It breaks their heart, and you're going to see that this person is really sad because they're like, that's really fucked up. This new life, anytime you have a new life or you have an opportunity to do something wonderful and come to find out that it's not happening, anybody's going to feel hurt, right? It's a sense of like feeling I belong, I add value, I'm knowing myself. And to get that ripped from your hands, it's the worst feeling in the world, among what other things. Okay. We have the Chariot in reverse here. We have the 7 of Cups here. And we have the Page of Wands here. They don't know what to do. They want to move forward. They want to have this new life with you here. You could be saying things and this person, or you could be moving in a way or sending things out in the universe, in the vibration and frequency. And it's just like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, I've been over here, I've been there, and I'm getting to with the Chariot here. I'm in no rush. They're in no rush. Over in energy, we have the King of Wands here and the Page of Pentacles. You know what? I have an opportunity. I can make this possible. I can propose. I could go an extra mile. I could go on a date with you. I could do all of these things with you here. But it's like, I have no clue. I have no clue, like, how do I get an A to B? They have all the tools and how to do something, but it's like, I can't do nothing if my kids at home is always fighting. I can't go on a date with you. Even though me and you are okay, I can't do that. If my home, if my stability, my root, my origin is always fighting, or these two sisters are always fighting, like would you know? And in the universe lingo, that's atoms, right? Clashing with each other all the time. That's black holes. That's new white holes, you know, like there's always something creating. There's always a child being born. There's always a clash. And that's what the problem is. I'm okay. I'm okay. And someone is saying this too after they were born, or after something's created, after they went through these spiritual awakenings. And it seems like your person is realizing, or what they're realizing with you here, the more spiritual they become, the more they realize that there's no need to reproduce. There's no need, because when you're reproducing, it's a clash. It's a forced energy. When you have a baby and the egg goes inside of the womb, when the sperm goes inside of the egg, it's wiggling its way. It's forcing its way in the egg. That's not okay. And everything is symbolic, right? Everything is about vibration and frequency. Everything is what it sounds like. If it sounds like a duck, then if it moves like a duck, then maybe it's a duck. So if a sperm is forcing its way inside of an egg, what do we have on this planet? In some regions, the R word, right? Your person is in this energy where they're in this new belief system. They want to make, and they know that being comfortable and being at peace as much as possible and still being in the energy of producing, okay? Because you can't just not produce. That's why in the Bible we have Adam and Eve, right? They wasn't supposed to have a baby. They wasn't supposed to be having sex. They wasn't supposed to be doing none of that because of what's happening right now. The clashing. I didn't want you. God didn't want, the universe didn't want Adam and Eve to penetrate each other. They wanted them to create with light, with thoughts, with saying yes and no. not using sound. Use your high vibrational energy to give an answer, yes or no. Stop looking at each other's titties and look at each other's words. Listen to each other's words. What is that person saying? They're having a conversation with you. It's a transaction, and it's also diversity. We are not better than the other. Light is getting what they want. Adam's getting what they want, and Eve is getting what they want. It's a Six of Pentacles energy. That's why we have a system. That's why we are moms, and that's why we are dads. We're like, let's just say hypothetically, I mean, this is obviously incorrect calculations, but we're like 99.9% there. You kind of got it. So if you can't have a baby, what can you do? You take care of each other and wait for people to go to the next stage, go to the next life. You keep having babies, you're not learning your fucking lesson. Okay? Now, some people too, this is why some people act dumb, because with the vibration and frequency, this is why some people act dumb here, because with the vibrational frequency, you're basically bringing in judgment. If you know that this is penetration and this is going to create a ripple, you know what I'm saying? Then why would you do that? I'm going to bring judgment day to you. And now you know that you're not going to go to heaven you're not going to go to heaven. Or you're not going to have a safe trip. Now, if spirit or God comes to you, and basically this is like you needed to protect yourself because what is they call the nun warriors, they had to get with the program. They had to get with the time. Van Helsing, they had to get with the time. It is 2025, and you can't be going around, walking around with a holy water and walking around with, you can't be doing that. You're going to have to get an iPhone. You're going to have to change your documents. So the more, you live on this planet, the more you are in this evolutional energy, the more spirit and the vibration and frequency will say, you know what, you can't have that child. Those are people who are chosen, who are close to God, who was close to the vibration and or frequency of God. So if I said you're going to have a baby, you're going to have a baby. And watch their life. Are they in the energy of R? Are they in the energy of anything toxic or negative that is pertaining to the forceful energy? That's how you can tell whether somebody is a chosen one or who's awakened or abundant. The more you get close to God and or a higher frequency here, the more things get quiet. The more things sounds like synonyms. It sounds the same, but it's not the same. That's the light energy. Every light that you see, yes, it's photons here, but there's different kind of watts. You don't see the watts, and sometimes watts is more visible than the other. Sometimes that watts or sometimes that light is dangerous than the other, but they all look bright. This is what I'm talking about, and this is where your person is at. Your person is already in that energy of all those lights look the same, but I'm going to use my discretion. I'm going to use my discernment. And then here you come along and it's like, I can't do none of that because I'm dealing with a whole bunch of people who's just clashing atoms all the damn time. Don't even know what is light. And this is somebody that may need a job. They have to go down this path. They have to deal with people who are assholes at work. You're going to have people like that. And I said in my last video too, dealing with a bull energy. And I said in my last video too, there are some people that praise Satan. They praise Lucifer. They praise vibrations and frequencies that is always clashing. And who we know that's always doing some shit like that? African American, black girls. They're the only nationality that's ratchet as a motherfucker, and them black guys too, with the whole rap and stuff like that. But I'm not really talking about that because that's a different vibrational frequency. They talk a lot. They do. I'm sure they're about it, whatever. But it's more of like like the energy is a very aggressive, clashy. You know what I'm saying? Like you just come out of nowhere, you just start arguing, and just start acting crazy, ratchet and shit like that. That is not okay. Like if you read vibration and frequency, you're saying, hey, like I'm ready to get the R word, or I'm ready. Like that's what you're saying. And that's why the white men comes around and they're like, hey, like I like it too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too, you gotta see things. And like Nikola Tesla said, he said, when you understand vibration and frequency, you understand the universe. When you understand vibration and frequency, you understand the universe. Your words hold the vibration. And we're still discovering what certain words mean. We say the F word here, and it's like, okay, F word can mean so many different things, but we're not abundant enough to, see past, present, and future. You know what I'm saying? We're just abundant enough to see the past and the present, and we have to wait for the future. But if you're in tune with the 4D, if you're in tune with the 4D, if you know thyself, if you're chosen, if you're blessed, and you know how to tap into 4-dimensional energy and 5th-dimensional energy, you don't need to wait for the past, present, and future. You're blessed enough to know what the F word means, past, present, and future. So now you know you can use the F word, the fuck word, anytime you want, in any kind of context. You could curse in front of your child. You can curse at work. A lot of people, you meet, and I'm not saying to stay away from them girls or stay away from girls. I'm half African American myself. You know what I'm saying? But I raise myself. I know I sound a certain way, and I know I don't move a certain way, but I know I sound a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But I raised myself to not be in that vibration. It was kind of fairly easy. I'm not gonna hold you, but I raised myself to not be that way, because I said I don't want to get with somebody who is in that vibration and frequency. And I wasn't someone who knew about vibration and frequency like Nikola Tesla. I really love Nikola Tesla. I did a paper in college on him, even though it wasn't that thorough, but it was surface conversation where it was redundant. So, but I looked at the world as like, okay, that is not what I want to, that is not where I want to go. I don't want to act like that. And I was definitely in the energy of past and present energy. I was not in the 4-dimensional energy. I got visions. I was intuitive. The 4th dimension was trying to come in and trying to tell me the future. Okay. And then I got a little bit better. Okay. I got a little bit better. And now you can hear you can hear the future, and it happens. You have a choice to choose whether if you want to go into that possibility or not. But I was definitely like a lot of people. I was definitely like, and I still am. I'm not that, but I was definitely like them. Okay. Like I am not doing that because of this and that and third. It's going to take practice. And this is why it's important to know thyself. People sleep on that. Like self-care, self-treatment, knowing thyself here. They think that it's such a lot of work here and that it's not meaningful. Okay. Think about Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. Okay. I see somebody I feel a gravitational pull, somebody pulling my dust away, and they're telling me to get up, and I see myself in a bridal gown at a wedding. They're like, please stand up. 'Cause it's like, thank you. Like that's, thank you. And like I said, the kid wax on, wax off. He's like, why am I doing all this stuff? Before you know it, his reflexes was like defense. And then now you can play offense. Defense, offense. Now you can defend yourself by just doing wax on, wax off. You can wax on, wax off, and push. It's common sense. And I know a lot of people in the spiritual community, because this is how your person is thinking. Everything I'm saying here, your person is very calm. They channel. Okay. Now, I don't know if your person's into 4th-dimensional energy or 5th-dimensional energy, 6th-dimensional energy. I don't know. Okay. There are some people that will sit there and meditate, because I keep thinking about somebody that used to sit somewhere and they just sit there and they meditate. And I'm like, or they just sit there. I met 2 September Virgos that would just sit there. Someone was very close to me and someone was a huge importance in my life. And I was like, why do they sit there? And then I met another September Virgo, and they just sit there. They just sit there as if they are watching past, present, and future timelines. And I'm like, that's interesting. You know, that is fourth dimensional energy, but you're looking at it as like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Rather than co-creating, you're watching people's like an Akasha record. You know what I'm saying? And they go through life, but when they step out of those vibration and frequency, they look like they have the reputation of thugging and bugging. Like, you're crazy. You sat there so long where you know about the past, present, and future. They go insane. They start looking like Tatianas or acting like Tatianas. Like, they don't know how to channel the energy properly. Okay? This is how your person's thinking. It's important to know thyself. And what I feel like the best decision for your person to do is, you are right. You are right. But since this person has to go down this path here, they need to learn more about themselves. They need to learn that it is not a situation that is happening to me, it's happening for me. It's defense. It's telling this person to, hey, defend yourself, wax on, wax off. Get into your instincts here, and eventually this person's this is what I wanted to say. Eventually, this is somebody that is going to see that taking those next steps with you here is the right thing to do. And it doesn't mean that, you know, oh, there's a lack of responsibility, I'm not doing my due diligence and, you know, not helping the collective. That has nothing to do with that. Because you don't know what's going on with that person. You don't know if this person's doing it deliberately. Excuse me. And if it's deliberate, then that's something that it's out of your hands. It's not in your it's not in your person's control anymore, because you are fully aware. We're not playing defense now. Now we're strategizing. And that's not their business. That's why they're in this position of the Four of Pentacles. I'm defending myself and I'm strategizing just in case if it's going to get there. And if they're in this energy of just in case and they're seeing, like playing jump rope, okay, then that means that they need to go handle their business. That's why they're on a fork in the road, because Spirit is like, you already know. Or maybe you don't know. That's why maybe you're bringing things up, not your business. This could be somebody that's also trying to make it their business. They're trying to figure it out, but Spirit is like, listen, that's not your business again. You need to have faith. And like I said, I wanted to say this, because as soon as I started talking about this, I was tapping into the energy and reminded me, you know, people are intimidated. A lot of people are intimidated by, like, if they cannot read symbolism, if they cannot read vibrational frequency, or if they're not as intuitive. But what I like about vibration and frequency, or whoever put us on this planet, okay, whatever the energy, whatever dark matter, whatever it is here, it is exactly what you see with your two eyeballs. You know why? Because it's the Mendelbrot set. It's always a spiral. It's the Fibonacci sequence. It's the same thing, but in a different way. It's the same thing. And sometimes we have half, sometimes we have a point, sometimes we have whole, sometimes we have a quarter. The dimensions speaks for itself with what we are with the Fibonacci sequence. It starts from a point to a line to 3 dimension to 4 dimension to 5 dimension to 6 dimension. It's always remembering where it came from. So you don't need to be that spiritual. And that's why I read my cards the way that I read my cards. Some people would be like, oh, I would prefer you to use words of abundance and awakening. When guidance or signs and synchronicities, when I just say they're watching, they know. Support. It's the same thing. So you don't have to be that spiritual. All you have to do is be a great person. All you have to do is wrong or right. And you are a part of God. You are a part of the universe. And it's common sense. If that man is cheating on his wife or his girlfriend or his boyfriend, or he has a wandering eye or she has a wandering eye, that is wrong. The universe knows it's wrong. You know it's wrong. That is wrong. Do not encourage that person. And you give this person enough rope to hate themselves. On a spiritual level, you're in judgment. It's judgment day. I'm going to give you enough rope to hang yourself. And by the end of those 2 days or week or day, whatever it is here, something has to be done. You're going to be labeled and something's going to have to be done. You're going to enter this new chapter. And it has to be done because that's the vibration and or frequency. The universe loves the underdog. The universe loves higher frequencies, higher vibration. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't be having these certain vibrations and frequencies or classics or words or whatever it is saying that the light or good wins at the end of the day. Good always comes out, or the good always comes out on top all the time. Sometimes it takes some time. And that made me think about history. Yo, there's so many, we would still be in slavery till this day. But if it wasn't for people tapping into the spiritual side, voodoo, santeria, hoodoo, okay, just them knowing thyself, being more confident, enough is enough, knowing their worth, in other words, that's the universe. That's the other side of the, I'm not dealing with that shit. You could go on and with that shit because I'm having a conversation. That was the universe struggling with themselves. And now we are half, and now we are talking to each other, and now we are having a better communications with ourselves and the outer world. African Americans invented a lot, and white people supplied, and white people invented a lot, and white people supplied too. But we wouldn't be here because the African Americans, we wouldn't be here. I don't think we would have got that far if the African Americans in history didn't vouch for education and inventions and all this extra stuff here. I think things would be a little bit different. I think it would be a little bit wider, okay? When you go to the suburbs or middle class, it'd be a little bit wider. You can see the vibration and frequency, the signature of African Americans and so many other people, so many different nationalities. You can see their signature when they didn't get credit, but you can see it that it came from, or it feels like the vibration and or frequency of an African American or an Indian or an Asian. Energy does not lie. And the more you become high vibrational, the more you'll see it better. Energy doesn't like to lie. The universe doesn't like liars. Which makes me think that the Big Bang exists. It was created because I believe in truth. I believe in the light. I'm trying to get somewhere. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle. But its intent is to get somewhere. Otherwise, we would be going back in time with evolution. And sometimes things goes backwards sometimes. Sometimes things goes backwards, but then you have that hint of what I just said. You can hide the truth all you want, but remember, that black man, that Indian, that Chinese woman or man created that. Deja vu. We were here before. There was energies and vibrations. They tapped into the energy too. We say sometimes it's reincarnation, and we say sometimes, oh, that's another spirit that's coming into this energy, which is 4-dimensional energy, which 5th-dimensional energy or 4th-dimensional. Okay, but I think that's pretty much 5th-dimensional energy, another reality trying to come into the 4th dimension. I'm trying to let you know that we were here before. Something was here before. You're not the first to tap into this vibration and or frequency or to do this and or both. It's really freaky. That's why I don't understand why people are, but like I said, the world is the way it is because, like I said, if we have all these people going around saying praise Satan versus Jesus, and everybody should believe in the Bible, everybody should read the Bible, everybody should be going to church, because it's not about the people. It's not about the literal sense. It's a symbolic energy. It's a symbolic way. It's symbolism. Whether the stories didn't exist or not, it's the vibration and or frequency. It's a perception. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. That's what people means when they say, do you believe in a higher power? Yes, everybody does. Because your ass wouldn't be here. And if your ass was atheist, your ass was up there getting your ass whooped by Lucifer. And Lucifer was like, yeah, you pussy ass motherfucker. Go be a human. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, or they undercovers. Okay, Some of them, I remember that I praised Satan, Lucifer. Some of them, I work for Satan or Lucifer, and I'm just in disguise, like the serpent. It's really obvious. It's really obvious at this point. You know what I'm saying? And your person's in this energy, like, what do I do? First off, I'm, talking, but your person's already in this energy. Right here, what you're seeing here, this person's going to come around to realize that the things that you've been saying, whatever you've been feeling, what spirit has been showing them, signs and synchronicities about you, that they should be doing that. And they may hesitate. They may have a hard time struggling with the reality in their situation. I feel like I awoken a lot of people. Because now you thinking about, like, maybe y'all should go to church. You don't got to go to church. I said I was going to buy the church. I said I thought about God, and God saw me. I saw God. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it. But no, for real. I feel like you want to be a better man. I feel like you want to be a better woman. It's a spiritual warfare here. Okay, some people, they are toxic as a motherfucker, but they have good intentions and they listen eventually. They listen. Not no eventually. That would be judgment energy. Now, I feel like I awaken a lot of y'all. Y'all want to do something new. Y'all inspired. That's the Ace of Wands energy. That's God. That's the universe. When we say collective, that's the universal energy. That's the light. Sika ino hajima ndo hi, right? It's giving like the song of the universe. That's why I like the secret language of the light. That's why I like this. And the cards are so the labeling of the cards is so simplistic, but it's so powerful. It's so enlightened. You don't need to say much when you're on a higher frequency. It's intuitive after that. I think we have Song, we have Soul Tree. These names are very short, right? We have Soul Name and Soul Tree. Two different energies. Soul Name and Soul Tree. They sound a lot. They sound alike, right? You will look at this energy and be like, I don't want this. I don't want these because these are so simple. I want something that's a lot more detailed and graphic. There's another card in here. We have Soul Craft. Soul Name is we're not going to go into the definition of what, okay? But Soul Craft, Soul Name, Soul Tree. We have Ask Your Soul, Soul Love. I love this card, Soul Love. I'm going to tell you which one sounds similar because I was actually struggling with these two cards back in the days. And I was trying to figure out, like, what's the difference? I think it was Soul Family and Soul Love. But what I realized is there are two different vibrations. And I kept reading the book over. No, it was this, not Soul Family. It was Soul Song and it was Soul Love. I said, what's the difference? What's the difference? Aren't they like the energy? Isn't Soul Song the energy of love? Okay, it's universal energy. It's the universe, the vibration. It's the universe's song. It's your song. And it's that light that you was born with. It's a piece of the universe. It's the soul. It's your soul song, which therefore it's the universe's song. What you love, what you like here, the universe is guiding. That's this North Star. Now, Soul Love is a little bit more unique. It's a conversation between you and the universe. Love is light. It seems like, honestly, love is the only thing that was able to come into this realm in all forms of dimensions. In all dimensions here to show that, listen, love is a thin line between love and hate. It is the only word that we are flexible and understand. We go on all different spectrums. And that's what honestly holds us together, which makes me think that honestly, maybe there's, you know what I'm saying, a little something more to love, obviously. But it's in all different vibrations and frequencies, and it's everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. It's the only word that can come through and from the first dimension to all the other dimensions. And that's all we know from the other side, love. We're not ready for that. Some people are not ready. They're not. But your person, they're coming to a conclusion, or they're coming to that the things that you were saying to them, how you were moving, okay? Not how you were moving. The things you were saying to them and what you were, that is the way to go. Because somebody's getting ready to strategize. And that's not their business. Their business is your business, because they need money. They need a roof over their head. They need to feed their bellies. As simple as that. It's as simple as that. And don't let nobody be like, oh, read it backwards. Oh, what's wrong with it? Oh, that means that, something's wrong with him. At the end of the day, it's something wrong with y'all. It's something wrong. Now, if you're trying to figure something out, or at the end of the day, it should have never been happening. That's why I say you don't need to be sending nobody to jail or prison. You need to go send them to a psychiatric place. You need to rewire that shit. You don't need to be all spiritual and shit like that to know. You don't need to be doing, you don't got to do all that shit. Okay, exit card is open your presence here. These other cards came out too. We have just say no, and we have pick up after yourself here. So Spirit is saying, to go ahead and go handle your business. Okay. And with that being said, with all that being said here, the exit energy is open your presence here. Your presence is your divine masculine, your divine feminine, knowing that they need to come forth with whatever things you've been saying or what you want from them. That is the gift. The gift is that you are right. You are right to be saying, you are right to be asking for marriage. You are right to be asking for kids. You are right to ask for to date. You are right to ask for a higher position at this job. You are right. That is your present. And some of you, things may not go right with your current partner. I don't feel like things is not going to go right with your current partner. I'm not feeling that intuitively. I feel like this is somebody that's really sitting and really looking at the world. This person's in the 5-dimensional energy, bringing another reality in, thinking about somebody else's husband or wife, bringing that energy, asking advice from them, okay? Or bringing it in somebody's job or whatever. Really heavily thinking, considering that shit with you. Over energy, we have all in. I told you. I bring it. That's that. Bring it all in. Bring it all in. All that shit in. All right. So that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Look in the description box below. See what I have to offer you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.